Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to week 2 of the ESL UK Premiership. My name is Munchballs, this is Jackie, and we're heading straight into the final matchup of the day. The ninth round has already happened, and we're into the first round, as only Vertigo is remaining here for CEX. He's going to go down. Did get the bomb, though, and that was the quickest first round I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was very fast. They were already on the site. It's ridiculous.
Crazy, crazy. Some kind of, I think they must have no clip to get there that fast. About 4-second round there, crazy stuff. But it is going to be Fish123 taking the first round of this game. Now on your screen, you can see the odds for this matchup. Now CEX having an ever so slight edge in this matchup, about 55 to 45. In their favor. If you're feeling confident, you can head over to esports.betway.com and put your money down on who you think is going to be able to take this one and possibly earn yourself a couple of quid. But already this second round is kicking off in full force as Pulse takes one onto Chronic.
Yeah, big frag coming out there from Pulse. Juicy stuff. Fish123 looking fairly strong right now. CX struggling a little bit, but you would expect it. They are on that eco. And let's see if they can regroup, reset, and maybe do some damage over on this A site.
Certainly be looking to do so, but up against these SMGs and the Farmers, it's certainly going to be a tall order. Vertigo going to be the one to charge on forward first. Cryptid's taking shots, but he's going to be able to outspray his opponent as Giant gets the triple spray down with that P90. Pretty simple work there for Fish123. When you got a P90 up against unarmored pistol-wielding opponents, it's not the most difficult round you're ever going to come across.
Nah, you would expect him to just mow through everyone. That's just what he did. Lovely, lovely stuff there. Now, 3 CTs over on that B-bomb site. And it looks like 2 of them were getting a bit aggressive, pushing from behind, and this could be absolutely dreadful if CEX aren't ready for it. The push coming out is going to be led by Pulse, and he is not the sort of person you want behind you with a rifle in his hand, and he proves that by ripping their head off Osiris Bash. He's not going to be too happy about that one.
No, I can't say I'd be too happy if my head had just been ripped off, but the boost is going to come out here. Pulse going to be sneaking on through vents, and he gets the shot. Vertigo was looking straight at him, but he's going to go down, and now Risu, the last man remaining here, he's got the AK in hand. Keita on just 5 HP, but nobody is anywhere near the A site.
Struggling, they're miles away. Joe's got there with a P90. He's trying to use it from long range, and Resi's got to try and hold him off. He gets the frag onto Keita through the wall, switches over his aim onto Joe, and Joe just holds down Mouse 1, unloads a hailstorm of bullets in and around Resu there.
Yeah, just able to muller him up against that wall. And now that's a third round into the hands of Fish123, and CEX going to have to go back into these ecos, possibly going to end up losing another round off the back of it with the AKs and the M4s, and that P90 in the hands of Athens. Should be easy pickings for the CTs, as everybody from CEX is going to head on over towards this A site. We see Joe actually looking very aggressively towards the T's, and he gets 3 already with just a couple of bullets. Awesome start to the round from him, and Keita follows up onto Chronic. Andrew with the only kill for CEX right now, and he's the only man remaining. And Cryptic's just going to push on forwards. Nice easy pickup with the AK-47, and Joe just annihilating the CEX lineup there.
Yeah, ripping them apart. Huge plays coming out from everyone on that CT side right now. Real big damage. But CEX, nothing on the board just yet, but they've got the cash. They can finally get themselves a couple of juicy weapons in hand. The 4 AKs and the 1 up on Andrew, and he was doing some damage last time around.
He certainly was, and it's going to be Pulse doing the damage this time as he opens the round up onto Rezu. And now Keita searching for someone around mid. Can't quite find the shots though, as everybody's backed away from this one. They do not want to end up getting caught out here. They already have a disadvantage. 4 versus 5. They can't afford to lose anyone else right now.
That's very true indeed. They need to stay together. They can't be dropping off. Everyone has to be on point, but They're going to be regrouping. There we go. Getting a boost there from Andrew. Going to go for the face with his rifle, his trusty AK-47. He might be able to find himself a wild Keita if he's lucky.
We'll have to see, and it's going to be Keita that finds him, in fact, but the explosion comes out from Vertigo, taking the trade straight 1-for-1 there. Keita, not a great man to lose. He is a top fragger generally, but that's going to be Joe charging in so aggressively. Takes out Andrew, and now he's looking for more. Gets a second one. And Pulse going to finish off Vertigo to end the round and make it a 5-0 lead for Fish123. And this has been an incredibly fast 5 rounds.
It really has been. Fish123, they are running away with things now. And CEX, once again, they're stuck with whatever they can scavenge. Couple of Tech 9s in hand, armor across the board apart from Osiris Bash and the AK on Resu. Let's see what they're going to go for here. Aggressive play onto that B site. Keita is there. He's got the AWP in hand. Really, he should do the damage, but he misses. Slightly missing the shot. Follows it up, though, and gets the frag onto Andrew. But he's blind, and he gets shut down by Chronic.
Does indeed, and Rezu finds Pulse trying to sneak in through the vents as well. Now Bafflin going to try and do what he can, but he's in a 4 versus 3 right now. Joe going to sneak on through the vents, finds one. Rezu is waiting there though for him, waiting for someone to push through. A beautiful grenade, does so much damage to those 2 members. Flashing on through, trying to do what he can, but he's going to be forced back out by that Molotov grenade. The bomb has gone down, and right now Joe is just waiting for reinforcements, waiting for his team to push at the same time. Peeking on out, he's going to go down though, and that's going to be a clean 3 kills coming out from CEX, and that's finally a round in their favor.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff there. That's what we wanted to see from CEX. Finally getting the round on the board, proving who they are and what they stand for. But now they need to keep it up because their economy will be furious if they slip after finally taking a round.
Absolutely. The smokes, as always, going to be thrown out over in mid, but we're going to see a very fast push from the T's, but a beautiful double spray comes out from Pulse. 2 for 2 now as we head into this 3 versus 3. Keita heading onto the site, looking to try and grab anyone. The bomb has finally gone down as Osiris Bash lurking away here. Joe can't find the shot, and that's going to be an advantage in favor of the CEX lineup. Cryptics and Keita, we've seen both of these players go absolutely massive in the past. Are they going to be able to replicate that previous success? Osiris Bash just throwing out some shots, trying to find targets, but looks like Keita and Cryptics both going to back away from this one. They do not want to lose those rifles this early in the game. They're going to hold those on for the next round.
Yeah, they want to keep them with them. No reason to just get rid of them. Losing them in a fight, they probably wouldn't be able to win. So, CEX get the second round on the board. That's good stuff from them. That's what we wanted to see, but on the Fish123 side, money's starting to run a little bit thin. Joe having to opt to just get the FAMAS. They need to begin to pick things back up, get back to their previous form and do some damage. But with the AWP coming out once again on Andrew and the boost for Osiris Bash, this could be devastating, but the fire does an awful lot of damage to CEX and holds them back from the boost.
Certainly does. Look how much that actually did if you take a look across the scoreboard. Osiris Bash down to 57, Chronic to 74. Not good news for the CEX lineup, but a beautiful position from Keita. Gets him 1, gets him 2. And that beautiful marksmanship is going to get them a beautiful entry into this round. Rezu, though, falling down. That's going to be Keita looking for a 3rd. Can't connect the shots, though, and it's going to be Joe that ends up going down. Finally, Keita finds his hat trick. He's looking for 4, but it's going to be Cryptics that finishes off the round.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff there coming out. And now, Fish123 once again returning to their older form, doing the damage. And Batham right now actually hasn't picked himself up a single frag on the wall. He's 0 for 2, and it's very interesting. Usually he whips out some crazy stuff, so hopefully he'll warm up a little bit in a minute, get a bit more comfortable and be able to do some damage.
Yeah, absolutely, but Joe is not going to be able to do anything in this round as he goes down. Keita's going to follow as well. Vertigo doing work in the middle of this map now. Pulse waiting for Vertigo to check on through. He's going to sneak out. A beautiful mid-air headshot comes out from Vertigo. He is immediately answered, though, by Cryptics with that AWP. And now it's a 2 versus 2. AK's up against the M4. And that jolly green giant that is the AWP. About a minute, 2 versus 1. You can see the number 3 on your map charging across as fast as he can, but it's going to be the 2 versus 1. 1 out here for CEX, and now Cryptix, he's got his work cut out for him here. Is he going to be able to find those shots? With the AWP, the AWP is, the bomb, sorry, is down. The AWP is certainly up. It's in the hands of Cryptix. Flashbang's going to be thrown out just to try and stall him out as long as possible. Misses his first shot. Looking for more as he throws out that frag grenade. Making sure nobody can sponge these. But Andrew is just waiting for the retreat there. Gets a nice easy pickup. Grabs that up for his team. And turns it into a 6-3 scoreline.
Yeah, good stuff there. Doing a fair bit of damage and getting their feet firmly planted on the ground once again. Chronic. Just the Tech-9 in hand. Andrew could have actually opted him to drop him an AK if need be, but he has just stuck with the Tech-9. He's going to use that instead, so let's see what they're going to go for. You'd imagine a kind of fast play, and Osiris Bash going huge over at mid very early on, gets the frag onto Pulse, making this a heavily T-side advantage round, but Bayford shuts down Resu.
He does indeed, and now the Keita actually coming in from behind. Andrew in trouble, but he gets a point-blank AWP shot onto Keita. That's going to turn it into a 2 versus 3. The T's with the advantage, and Joe goes down to a beautiful little headshot there from Andrew. And now Cryptix has so much work cut out for him. He's looking on towards this site. Is he going to be able to find anyone from Checkers? Doesn't look like it as Osiris Bash sneaks in through those vents, grabs himself a second kill for the round, and puts a 4th one on the board for CEX. And not only that, but they now have that economic momentum in their favor. $2,000 on every member of Fish123. Not enough to buy anything up. They're going to have to go for an eco round.
Yeah, really, really good stuff there, and hopefully they should get this follow-up. As you're saying, the eco on Fish123, but it looks like they want to try and get a little bit in their faces. Cryptix with a knife in hand. Switches out to that P2000. They're playing very close by forklift over on Cash.
They certainly are. Very, very tense here. Cryptix gonna try and find that opening shot. And these pistols up against rifles. It's gonna be the fight kicking off here. Trying to find his targets. Andrew with the AWP. If he can find that opening frag, he's going to blow the site wide open as Vertigo gets a couple of shots onto one of them, but can't finish off the kill. And now we see them. Cryptix going to push very aggressively onto Andrew. Can he finish him off? He does eventually. Grabs that AWP for himself, and now it's 4 versus 5, but Osiris Bash answers back, trades it straight back across 1-for-1. But Chronic is over at the B site. He's planted the bomb. They've thrown Fish123 for a loop, sold it perfectly, and now they've turned it into a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, huge stuff now. The 3 versus 3, the tag going out. Keita finally shuts down Resu, and now 2 on 3. Vertigo has to do some damage onto Joe here. There's already 1 man on site, and that is going to be Keita, but they get picked off. And it is all on Cryptix, and he's over on A, hiding away, attempting to save that AWP.
Yeah, doesn't want to throw that weapon away. And honestly, when they first got control of that site, I think it was Keita that was on site. He didn't realize where the T's were, but he could have got the defuse off. He had quite a few seconds to play with, but obviously when you don't know where your opponents are, it's so hard to go for that kind of play. And now 6-5 on the board. CEX are looking to pull themselves back into this one. But it looks to be Fish123 with another buy coming through. Just Kevlar on 4 members though, and no grenades in the hands of Joe. And I feel like Joe is kind of one of the major players here for Fish123. When he goes huge, they just win rounds immediately. But when he doesn't show up to those rounds, it's a pretty different story for them.
Yeah, he's been doing some damage so far, but players like Pulse on that lineup as well. Some really high quality stuff on the board. And now, as I mentioned his name, Pulse gets the frag onto Andrew, but he does get picked off by Vertigo. Bayfam Keita gets the frag and he turns it into the double. Can he find the triple? He realizes Vertigo's on their site. Bit of a battle goes down and Keita does get picked off, but Cryptic's with the AWP doing some huge plays there. Shuts down Vertigo. Leaves it up to Osiris Bash. Creeping his way around the site. There's Joe, the man you were talking about getting picked off. And it's a 1 versus 1 now.
Yeah, you would expect Cryptics to have a bit of an advantage with the AWP, but a beautiful flash. It's going to force him away. The reload comes out from Osiris. And nice, easy pickup there for Cryptics. Just going to sneak on round and get that nice body shot with the sniper. Blow the side off that man. And now they've extended their lead to 7-5. They're going to have to go for a force buy here because they cannot afford to stop the momentum right now. And CEX, they could afford to go for the AKs. They can go for the armor as well. Quite a few grenades in their inventory also. We'll see what Fish123 can do with these FAMASs. Very aggressive positioning though coming out. Going for the counter boost in towards mid. And it's going to work out perfectly. Keita gets one, but traded straight back across. So 1 for 1 there. But when it's a FAMAS for an AK, I'd say that's worth it.
Yeah, that's very true. And now the aggressive plays up onto that A site. The rotate's coming out. They haven't seen the bomb anywhere near the site just yet, but they do believe this could be the aim play they're waiting for. And Cryptic Cell with the AWP, the backup from his teammates. They should be ready to defend from this. That is if it even occurs. Everyone lining themselves up, getting nice and ready, but mid is where everything is going to go down, and Joe is right in the middle of it. Goes for the face with the FAMAS, does get one before he gets picked off by Chronic. Cryptix is there though to shut him down. There's the follow-up frag, and it is all on Vertigo, but he does get picked off.
I thought for a split second there that Cryptix had got the triple in 2 bullets, just for a split second. Couldn't quite get that shot though, but 8-5 is now the score. Cryptix going huge in that round with the 2 AWP kills. And they're going to push themselves to a slight advantage. The Tech-9 buy is going to come out from CEX. Just 2 rounds left in this half, so CEX really need to try and do something with these pistols. They need to try and get themselves at least 1 more round on the board. Obviously, 8-7 looks a lot healthier than 10-5, that's for sure. And it looks like just going for a very, very spread out kind of style. And honestly, when you're against rifles, I don't really agree with this. You're not realistically going to win those 1v1s regularly with Tech-9s against rifles. I think kind of that shock and awe, that rush play is much more effective when you got those Tech-9s.
Yeah, you want to try to just bring the battle to them, really. If you've got the Tech-9s, just get as close as you can, fire away, and just rip your opponents apart. Like, bring them down to your level with the you know, the weapons you have to work with, but they're playing it safe, playing slow, and Osiris Bash seems to be the man to try and find the opener here. He's got the deagle in hand. If he can get the pick onto Batham, it could be big, but the backup of Pulse is just too much as they spray them away.
Yeah, Pulse with the triple there. Link chimes in with 1, and that's going to be Joe finishing off the last man. Nice, easy round coming out from Fish123. I thought the push might have gone a little bit better, but Pulse was there to just deny everything. Stop it straight in its tracks. And now the final round of this first half. We have rifles on both sides of the field. And right now, honestly, Fish123 are going to be comfortable pushing into this second half regardless of what this round turns out like. But Rezu already charging on forward, but he doesn't connect the shots. He's going to go down. Pulse again with a double. As Batham chimes in as well. He's going to go down to Andrew, and it's a 3 versus 2. Osiris Bash wins out the 1 versus 1 against Keita, though, turning it into a 2 versus 2. But now, with 6 HP on the AK there, he's going to be really struggling in these firefights. AWP as well, in the hands of Cryptix. This could be a shaky round for CEX, but we've seen them pull things like this out before. If they can connect their headshots, they're going to be able to do wonders here. But it's going to be Joe taking out Andrew. The bomb is down on the site, but it's not been planted. It's just laying there on the floor, completely helpless. And Osiris Bash with just 6 HP. This is going to be a tall order. But he's going to give it a go. He's got nothing to lose at this point with half-time about to come into play. Nice flash up. He's going to be able to get onto site now. Looking to try and get this bomb down. And he's going to be able to do it. But can he protect it? That's the question. All he needs to do is play time here. That's basically all he can do right now. He can't win these firefights, and he's going to have to back away. Joe finally takes him out. And that's going to be a 10-5 first half score in favor of Fish123. So really strong performance from them in the first half of this game. And CEX not quite able to match that same level of momentum.
Yeah, CEX struggling a little bit there. Bit of a shame, but 5 rounds in the bag. It's not all bad. It's not terrible. We've seen worst, and now hopefully on that CT side they might be able to find their footing and begin to get a little bit more.
Yeah, fingers crossed for them. They'll be able to do that. And this second half going to be kicking off in just a few seconds. Now, if you're playing on the side of CEX right now, what's going through your mind? What kind of plays are you going to have to make to pull yourselves into this second half?
Well, everyone's communication needs to be on point now. Now you're on that CT side, everyone needs to be talking a lot more, and this is the thing, you know, if they did get stuck in a little bit of a rut with, you know, how Fish123 were putting a lot of damage onto them and shutting them down with fair ease, you want everyone just sort of perk up a bit. Communication to be on point, everyone to bring their heads back up and really want to win this out. And this is where that needs to pay off. These aggressive mid-style plays, you have to be switched on. The calls have to be on point. They need to alert their teammates now. The A site is under attack, and they have done so. Osiris Bash going huge. This is what we wanted to see. The assaultment onto him, though. They're trying to take him down, but he will not give up.
Yeah, triple with that USP, and Pulse going to be the last one to fall there by the hands of Chronic. And a really nice opening round from CEX. Clinical execution there. And now they're going to be able to get a really nice buy-up for themselves. Heading into this second round, we see SMGs, we see rifles coming out. In fact, 2 members with the full M4 and armor buy-up, and even a defuse kit on Andrew. So they're feeling particularly rich heading into this second round of the second half, sorry. And Andrew looking for the pick down mid, tags onto Joe, can't quite finish off the kill though. He's going to be happy with that bit of damage, and now Cryptic's looking for something with the Tech 9, but honestly, this should be, on paper, this should be CEX's round, but are they going to be able to connect it? Pulse, not quite able to finish his target there. Rezu searching for anything he can find, but looks like they're going to have to back away from this one, and it might just be a rotation over towards the A site.
That's very true. I mean, the A site essentially is open right now. If they do dare to attempt to take it, they won't be up against much attack, but it is a very easy to retake that A site compared to the B site. But mid is where things are going to be kicking off. A pick onto Keita there coming out from Vertigo. Lovely stuff, but now it's go time. They charge towards that B site. Resu's there with the MP7 in hand. Is able to find the frag onto Pulse. His teammates chime in and shut them down. And Resu collecting the final frag onto Cryptics. CEX getting those rounds back on the board.
They certainly are. And now trying to close that gap out a little bit. They're going to be able to go with those rifles. Yet again, a P90 coming out from Vertigo here. He's going to be able to hose down his opponents with that SMG. And again, full eco coming out from Fish123 here. There shouldn't really be a scenario where Fish pull this one through, but it's 5 versus 2 at the A site right now. If they can get the rush down, they might just have a chance, but with Vertigo's P90, it's going to be a tall order. Finds one already, turns around to spray, but can't connect the shots, and now it's down to Osiris. But he's going to be going down as well. Joe connects that one, but there's only 2 Ts remaining. And that's going to be Andrew finding another one. Batham gets the bomb down, but he's going to fall. Andrew grabs himself a triple kill. And that is going to be the end of the round. CEX turning it into 8 for themselves. And a nice start to the second half for them, heading up towards this equaliser.
But they are now finally able to buy. CEX have won those 3 rounds in the row, but we saw the bomb plant going down for Fish123, which gave them some extra wonga, and now they've been able to go in for the full buy on that 3rd round, of course. So, let's see what might change here, how they might approach things differently with some rifles.
Yeah, those all-important rifle buys going to be the saving grace here for Fish123, or at least that's what they're hoping. We'll see if they can do what they're wanting to achieve, and they do trade 1-for-1 in the middle of the map there. Chronic going down as well as Keita. And now 4 versus 4. Vertigo already down to 46 HP. And again, just spreading out across this map, looking for the picks, looking for the opportunities to open up the defense here. Apologies if there is a little bit of buzzing coming through the mic there. Not sure if that's just on my end.
Molotov on the back of site. You know, that's going to force Osiris Bash out if he was actually on quad, but he's hiding away in MBK. Once again, they're doing it. He's hiding really perfectly, and the frag comes out onto Andrew. They realise Osiris Bash is there now, but the flashbang was perfect timing. It allowed him to get one before the return came from Giant. Joe with a nice shot there, and 2 players left on that CT side. Pulse is behind them. Can they retake this?
It's going to be a challenge, but Vertigo has been playing incredibly well so far. He's got that Hyper Beast in hand. Rezu pushing forward very aggressively. 3 versus 2, but they trade 1-for-1. Joe is on the site though, and he's going to be able to defend this one. Grabs them both for himself, finishes off with the hat trick. And that's going to be an 11th round in the hands of Fish123, stopping that momentum from CEX.
Yeah, good stuff coming out there. Seen that's actually what happened. Pulse, of course, he's timed out when he was behind them. That's why he didn't come in for the flank to help out his teammates. That does make sense.
Unfortunate there for CEX, or for Fish123, sorry. They managed to get the round anyway, though, so I'm going to be happy with that one. Just going to be waiting for him to get back into this game. Going to be resetting that router, grabbing his spare one. And I believe our production guy might actually be asleep. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it does.
We're on our own, Jackie. We're on our own.
I think he's fallen asleep.
That's adorable.
That's pretty cute.
Well, shout out to Tim.
Go follow Tim_Everand.
Everard.
Everard, that's the one. But
I'd put it up on the screen for you, but our production guy happens to be asleep. Oh, he's just woken up.
There we go.
But anyway, so CEX right now, if you're in the shoes of CEX, what do you do to get back into this game?
Well, I mean, it'd be good if Fish123 went live with 4 players. That'd give them an advantage. But yeah, no, I don't know. They're not looking too bad right now. They're just looking a little bit shaky. Hopefully, they'll be able to bring it back in a little while. Start laying down the law, doing some damage. They were lucky, fairly crisp. Just, I don't know, they were just falling fairly short on the actual retake side of things. Joe, of course, dancing around in the smoke, was able to do some huge damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's something we've been seeing out of Joe. Not just in this game, but in general in this tournament. 20-12 is his kill-death ratio right now, doing absolute work for his team. Pulse as well. Obviously, he can't see his score as he is the one that has disconnected, but he's going to be going for that top frag spot as well. Batham not really showing up to the same extent that we usually see.
Yeah, it's odd. I mean, he was like 0 for 6, 0 for 7 at one point throughout the game before he really switched on, was able to start doing damage, but only 5 frags in his backpack. He's not looking too strong tonight.
No, unfortunately not, but luckily his team seems to be here for him. And much more sort of even scoreboard on the side of CEX. Everyone chipping in and doing their part to try and pull this one through. What 3-round advantage in favour of Fish123 nonetheless. And a bit of a force buy going to be coming out here as they head into the 20th round of the game. Just 5 rounds away from victory. Well, we'll see if CEX have got something up their sleeves to slow down that push towards the end of the game and maybe take it for themselves.
Hopefully so. We're still just waiting for whatever's caused Pulse to actually have to leave and attempts to fix an issue. It shouldn't take too long though, hopefully.
Now, fingers crossed, should be able to get that sorted ASAP, obviously. Getting that router restarted, giving BT a call, complaining, trying to get through the customer service can be a nightmare.
Yeah,
can be an
true.
Absolute nightmare. Poor Pulse. He's probably on the phone right now.
Yeah, he's, you know...
He's on hold, listening to Michael Bublé. In awful phone quality. Bless his soul.
You know, funny story actually. At the ESL 1 clone after party, when things started dying down around 4:30, we went back to get a couple of other, you know, free drinks and walk past the dance floor and see Godby. He dived us into a bit of a Backstreet Boys dance off, and we're there all grooving along to Backstreet Boys for a good 2 hours, something like that.
See, that's my kind of party.
It was pretty great, and there he is. Pulse is back. He's finished dancing to Backstreet Boys. He's ready to game.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in these kind of... There's only a 3-round difference between these teams right now, and sometimes you do have to go for that dance break to get yourself back in.
It's common. It's a true strategy in the UK scene.
Get yourself back on form to make sure you've still got the moves. And we'll see who's going to be the one with the moves to get the opening frag in this round as everything starts to kick off yet again. A lot of spraying going on, but not many shots finding their targets here. But Keita manages to find one onto Rezu there. Again, Keita seems to regularly be the one getting the opening frags here.
Yeah, he's doing some damage as per usual there on 18 frags currently. Only 2 behind Joe, of course, dropping the 20 bomb currently.
Yeah, Joe doing ridiculous work for his team, as we were saying in the break. What a very, very slow, safe play coming out here from Fish123. Just weapons being thrown around the map by these guys. Vertigo going to be donated that M4 so that he can push on towards this middle of the map. Let's see if they can do anything with this one. Everybody's probably running out of bullets right now. The amount of spraying that's going on without kills coming through, but Pulse finally finds one, and that's going to turn it into a 5 versus 3 now. Surely they can find an entrance onto this A site. Only one man there, and he's going to fall immediately. Vertigo trying to react, gets one for himself. He's looking for one onto Joe as well, but can't connect the shot, so now it's a 3 versus 2. The bomb is going to be going down here, and Joe has to, Vertigo has to wait for Andrew to get on towards this site so they can push on in together. Vertigo going to be the first one on the scene as they enter the fray. Everything about to go explosive here as Vertigo pushes on towards the forklift truck. Couple of shots coming across here, but it is going to be the terrorists taking out those 2 remaining players and turning it into a 12-8 scoreline.
Really, really good stuff, and they're proving what they stand for now. Fish123, they want to end things fairly quickly. They don't want any more of this rigmarole. They just want it over with. And CEX, they're struggling. They've not got any rifles in hand, not a lot of cash. So Fish123 may actually be able to get very close to ending things right now.
They certainly might. We'll see if they're going to have what it takes to get that one away with it and turn this into something more. Hopefully they want to do that for themselves, and it's going to be Pulse opening this round up with the AK headshot there. And that's looking to be a good start to the round, but Keita and Joe both getting incredibly low. Joe actually goes down, and now Keita is going to be found out, but he gets one onto Chronic, and actually that's going to be another one onto Rezu there. Batham finishing that one off, and it looks to be another round coming into the hands of Fish123 here.
Fish123 is just saying they should get this 13th round for free, essentially. Right now is Andrew. He's got an AK, but I don't know what he'll be able to do with it.
He's certainly going to be struggling with that one. We'll see if there's anything he can do in this 1 versus 3. Finds one for himself, but he is just going to be trying to hold on to this rifle. Doesn't want to go for anything too crazy. The other 2 remaining players are going to be trying to hunt him out. The nice smoke is going to deter that kind of push. Deciding not to push through the smoke. Just going to hide in there so that they can't find him. And hold on to that gun. Wisely so, too. But now, everything's on the line right now for CEX. They have to go for a buy here because Fish123 are just 3 rounds away from securing themselves a victory here. And there's still a long road to go for CEX if they want to win this one out.
True CEX. They have to do some damage. They have to hold it out. Will they be the barrier or will they get beaten? It seems like they're going to get beaten as Joe. Yeah, Joe's going huge once again. There's the triple. Lovely stuff. Can he turn it into the 4K? Fumbles around a little bit then, trying to get himself a new rifle. Jumps around, has to reload. Oh, this is very unfortunate. But he is going to stay alive. Keeps his head in the game. Knows Chronic's there and gets the frag onto him. He's on for the 5K. Resu hiding away there. Trying to find the frag, and opts to just back off, just try and stay alive.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't even be surprised to see Joe just going hunting right now to try and find this 5-man for himself. Resu in all sorts of trouble. He's going to try and hold on to that M4. I would expect him to be able to. He is pretty much at the other side of the map, so they're not going to be able to find that target. And it's going to be the round going over to Fish123. 14-8 is the scoreline. 1 away from match point. 1 away from forcing at minimum overtime. And a pretty weak force buy here coming out from CEX.
Yeah, CEX. They've not got a lot to work with. Andrew's got himself an AWP, but will he really be able to do a lot of damage with it? Can they win this round? Things are looking very close right now, but Giant Joe, he got damaged. Took a dink, I believe, and just got burnt away in seconds. He's off to the Burns ward. Yeah,
he's been burnt to a cinder as Chronic is going to get taken down with a nice headshot from Cryptix, who turns it into 2. Marksman with that AK-47. And despite a beautiful start for CEX, Cryptix is able to turn it into an advantage for Fish123. Now Andrew looking with that sniper. He's going to be able to get one onto Cryptix. Can he turn it into more? Misses the shot onto Batham, and now he's in all sorts of trouble. Finds the second one, though. Can he turn it into 3? Yes, he can. He's going huge on this one. Picks up the triple for himself. And now the last man remaining is Pulse. We've seen him do crazy things with those rifles before. His spray accuracy is unbelievable. But Vertigo looks to have the jump on him here. And he is going to be going down surely here. Pulse gets taken down here. Vertigo finishes him off. And that is going to be another round for CEX, keeping them away from match point.
Yeah, but look at the bank build up over on Fish123. They've got enough money to go for the buy here. Sliding guns around to the people that need them. And they shouldn't be too unhappy. They want to end things fast, and Chronic and Vertigo, they're forced to use the famous... A taser actually comes out on Chronic. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see to what effect he's going to be able to use that Zeus. We'll see if he's going to be able to impersonate the Thunder God himself. Or whether... Actually, he's not even the Thunder God, is he? He's just like the leader of the gods.
Zeus. It's like it's like the god of thunder.
He's the daddy.
Oh no, yeah,
the daddy, the big daddy. We'll see if that's going to be the case for Chronic, if he's going to turn into the big daddy this round. But honestly, this could go either way. If you take a look at the buys, obviously the AWP is going to be a huge boom in favor of CEX, but the push is going to come on through. A beautiful flash deters it though as they push on in. Resu finds one, but immediately 2 come across for the tease now. Chronic is going to fall. The Zeus does nothing for him. And now 2 versus 4 here. Fish123 looking to turn this into match point. Vertigo looking on towards the site. He's searching for the headshot onto Batham. He's just going to play this one safe, looking for the reload. And now Vertigo sprayed across by Keita, but he can't quite connect the shots onto that CT. A nice explosive grenade, though, is going to take out Batham. And now Keita from behind with the Tech 9. He finds one. Vertigo is going to be able to get it across, though. He's looking for the defuse. Cryptix has to do something pretty quickly, or he's going to lose the round, but he's in plain sight. Cryptix gets a nice, easy headshot. And, didn't quite manage to grab the AWP for himself, but it is going to be match point now for Fish123. They're looking to turn this one into a victory.
Yeah, and really, they've run out of options here. I mean, there's not a lot they can do. Really, the 357's in play, 1 AWP on Vertigo and a CZ on Andrew. They're just trying whatever they can do. Vertigo is able to get the first frag, though, gives them a little bit of an advantage, but they're still... got a mountain to climb here to be with a chance to win this, but Vertigo is going huge, doing as much damage as humanly possible there.
Yeah, already opening the map wide for his team. Well, it's going to be Cryptics in all sorts of trouble, but this spray through the smoke is just not going to find its target, or is it? As Chronic gets a beautiful headshot with that pistol. Keats is going to go down as well, and CEX have just turned it on for this round. They're not going out just yet, but Joe has something to say about that one as he finds one for himself. He's in a 1 versus 4 though. Can he go for the insane 1 versus 5 to end the game? A 9 pop flash is going to let him out into the open, but he can't connect the shots. He's going to go down, and CEX turn it into a 10th round.
CEX, 10 rounds on the board. Fish123. They're at match point. They just need to push it over the edge to win it. But all they've got is pistols. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to go for here. They're going to hold off on spending any cash, not go for the force. Just hold out and go for the win.
Absolutely, and I mean, I feel like that's the best call for them. Just play it safe here. There's no reason to waste your money when you have those rounds to play with. And it's going to be a Cyrus Bash with the AK looking to get the spray down. Gets 2 for himself, but gets taken out. Vertigo getting 1 for himself as well as Keatis on 1 HP. But they've got the bomb down, importantly. They've got that extra 800 as they're wiped off the face of the earth there. Fire absolutely everywhere here for the CTs. And they're going to be able to grab their 11th round. But honestly, Fish not even going to be miffed by that one. They got the bomb down, they've got that extra $1, and now they can go for the rifles.
Yep, and that's the thing. They've got the AKs in hand. We've seen how lethal they can be, but actually, interestingly enough, Pulse couldn't afford head armor that time around. So 1 bullet from those M4s will actually take him down this round. This could be a game changer if it comes down to very close rounds, or even just the early aggression coming out from Resu and Vertigo over on that B site towards Pulse.
Yeah, we'll see who's going to be able to take this one. Fish123, 1 round away from victory right now, but CEX going to be doing everything in their power to ruin the day of Fish123, but Joe finds 1. Andrew trading it straight back across, turning it into a 4 versus 4. But we'll see if Fish123 can finish out the game here. They just need 1 more pick and they'll be able to push on to a site, be able to find themselves an opportunity. Vertigo with the AWP should be able to find some picks here. But he misses the shot onto Batham. Andrew finds 1 onto Cryptics, but Pulse trades it back across onto Resu. And now, 3 versus 3. Vertigo misses the shot down there across CT's spawn. Trade again, 2 versus 2 now. 2 AKs up against an M4 and an AWP. But everybody over at A here for CEX, and the bomb is going to be going down onto this B site. They've managed to get everyone to the wrong side of the map. And in fact, it's a very aggressive play coming out there. I thought he was going to charge on through the smoke and try and get frags on the CTs charging across the map. But it looks like Vents is going to be the call here for Vertigo. And with that, AWP, not the greatest of weapons in these close quarters fights. He's looking for 1, finds it onto Pulse. It's all down to Batham here. He finds 1. Can he find the second one? Yes, he can. Batham pulls it out for Fish123, turning the score into 16-11 and ending the game.
Wow. Huge stuff there. I thought it was going to be over very quickly, but then suddenly CEX, they started to bring it back, and they fall short at the last minute.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations to Fish123 picking themselves up the win. But that is going to be our final match for the night. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Quick shout out to our sponsors, AOC, Need for Seat, SanDisk, and Betway. Obviously, we couldn't be doing it without you guys. But without further ado, I have been Munchables. This has been Jackie. And it's going to be good night from us and the rest of the production crew.